Hey, how you doing? I have made a discovery. Apparently, when you buy games now, you don't actually own them. You're just borrowing them while simultaneously getting some money taken out of your wallet. I have been playing Subnautica 2 and was really enjoying it. The world was colorful and lively with that weird terror only the ocean can give you. And I was so happy with the game, I wanted to make a series on it. So I started to record a video about it. But unfortunately, something bad had to ruin my fun. I opened up YouTube and saw this video by Endymion. Endymon? Mion? Gosh, I hate these names. Endymon TV, where he talked about their EUCLA terms, which right now is actually the only thing being talked about because the terms are completely predatory. I didn't want to believe it, so I went to go read these terms myself because no one actually reads them anyways. And what I found was pretty weird. The first section is titled Limited License, which already sounds odd. And it says all rights not specifically granted under this license are hereby reserved by the company and as applicable by its licensor. The game is licensed to you, not sold, which already sounds odd. What do you mean it's not sold if I bought the game? It then says that this license does not give you any title or ownership in the game and should not be construed as a sale or transfer of any intellectual property or other rights to the game. Huh, weird. I thought I bought this game. Shouldn't me buying the game give me all rights to my game and play it how I want to? I don't really get either what the whole transfer of any intellectual property means. Like, can I not even talk about an idea close to this game? Because last I checked, the first underwater game was a fish eating another fish to get big. And it was like some Windows game. So are you now copyrighting the idea of a underwater fish survival game? Because I'm pretty sure Raft is still a thing. There was even talk that the creators of the game can remotely access your game while you are playing, pretty much take control of your game and shut it down if they wanted to. This will be found under section 2C, which says company may provide updates, patches, and other modifications to the game that must be installed for the user to continue to play the game properly or at all. Company may, as applicable, update, patch, or modify the game remotely and access the game software residing on your device for such purpose, and you hereby grant to company the right to deploy and apply such patches, updates, and modifications. So if I buy this game and play it, you have in here that you can secretly just access my device to modify my game and only send updates and patches. They do know that this is extremely fishy sounding, pun intended. These guys haven't been known long enough for us to even remotely trust them to watch our games while we play, let alone access our computer while we are playing. This is only the icing on the cake. The final cherry on top is the fact that harming the reputation of the company according to section 3.0 is a bannable offense. So I guess me making a video like this criticizing their ethics would be considered harming their reputation, which means I could actually get in trouble, I guess, for doing this, but I no longer own the game, so maybe I'm good. I don't know. I got a First Amendment right to back me up. This also includes something about social norms in Section 3AG, which I guess means if it's not socially acceptable to talk about something you don't like about the game, you're not allowed to. I really can't tell what they're doing. This feels like a dictatorship. They won't allow any kind of criticism against them. Not only that, but remember when I said I made a gaming video? Well, according to the first section, the company and as applicable its licensor also grant to you a limited, non-exclusive, revocable, non-transferable, non-sub-licensable right to create live or record gameplay videos that leverage assets from the game such as images, videos, sound effects, recordings, and in-game music. Distribute such gameplay videos on websites that permit others to view such gameplay videos without any charge of any kind. For the avoidance of doubt, you may not license or sub-license your gameplay video to anyone else for a fee or any other commercial use without first receiving our written authorization to do so. Hence, if I ever get monetized on this channel and make a gameplay video on Subnautica 2, it can't get monetized because I didn't get a handwritten letter from them. Since when was that a thing? If they wanted to kill their game with a silent headshot in the back alley, I believe they just did. I don't get what this was supposed to do. The sentences they use make it sound like just another standard license, but reading between the lines make it feel like they want complete control over how you use the game you bought. The game is $30, and I'm not the wealthiest man, but In a world where the base price is $70 to $90, I feel like I'm living in a world where gaming is the most expensive hobby. I go on a whole deep dive of a game before making a purchase because purchases feel like investments of the time and an investment in the company in hopes they don't use predatory tactics like this. But instead, I buy a game now and they can just add a clause saying, I don't actually own it, I'm just borrowing it. And I have to be okay with that. I'm a little more hard-headed than that and won't be just lying down accepting what they deem reasonable. Because of these clauses, I have refunded the game. I don't want to get accidentally sued because I decided to make a video critiquing the size of the map or the bugs of an enemy fish. So to avoid that issue, I no longer own Subnautica 2. This way there is no legal issues and no binding contracts trying to silence me. I don't know if they were trying to play a high elite roleplay game when they were making an underwater survival game, but this was just a bit weird to me and a bit predatory and I didn't really want any part of it. The wording is really off. The clauses seem more like give me money so I can control, and I just want to play a game about surviving in an alien ocean. But you can't have nice things in a world ran by the devil. That is why Christ says to store your riches in heaven where nothing passes away. God bless, get good rest.